would say sustainable beef is a product of where it's produced. So local beef would be more sustainable than beef that has been to a feedlot and traveled around the country. The plants that are used to produce the beef make it more sustainable. Oh, if I were looking for sustainably produced beef, I would start at the farmers markets, and I would talk with the producer about whether the animals had been in a local herd, and then ask the producer how the animals were fed, if they were fed on grass or pasture like this, or if they were grain finished. But you can have local beef that's also been produced with hormones and antibiotics, and so you just want to quiz the person who's producing it. The other good place to find sustainably produced and grass-finished beef would be on the internet. Eat Wild is a good source. The normal way of producing beef in the U.S. is to raise them on grass or pasture of some kind until they're, at least until they're weaned, if not until they're a year old or so, and then send them to a feedlot for the last 90 to 120 days of their life. And so what we're looking at here is finishing animals for that last, say, 100 days on a pasture that can put on between 2.5 and 3.5 pounds per day. Well, the animal welfare rating system that I'm familiar with is the Global Animal Partnership, and it's a little bit like the organic certification program in that it can certify a farm in terms of its animal practices, and depending on how deeply you get into that certification, one of the things they emphasize is that animals are finished on the same farm where they're raised. That gives you a pretty high rating on the animal welfare system. The amount of transportation that they have to endure during their lifetimes. And so the organic grass-finished beef that is sold at Whole Foods is rated 4 with this Global Animal Partnership group because it is pasture finished. And for the most part, I believe these animals are finished on the farms where they're born. Other things that you can do to get the highest rating, which is a 5, is to never alter the animal, and so you wouldn't be able to raise steers, you could only raise bulls. Sustainability is really about more than just how the animals are treated or how the soil fares. It's really about the welfare of the people as well as the animals.